welcome to Jolly Good News Report. The Jolly Good News Report. I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it, forced upon me. Can't refuse it, didn't seek it, didn't choose it, but it's up to me to use it. I must suffer. If I lose it, give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but our eternities are wrapped up in it. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Jolly Good News Report. And I am excited. I want you to do me a favor as we get started. I want you to start a watch party. Do it right now. Hit the boom. I want to start a watch party. I want to like it. I want to share it. I want to make sure people know about it. And you want to subscribe to this channel to make sure everybody knows it's on and then you get alerts when it's happening because you want to get this good news. I got good news for you. Good news for you, for your spirit, for your soul. Now, I want you to start a watch party, like it, share it, and then subscribe. And then I want you to put it in your calendar every week, 10 o'clock, Saturday mornings. What a beautiful day it is today. Don't you agree with me? So we're doing a new look. Every week I'm trying something new. I'm trying some new looks, some new ideas, some new feelings. Because I want you to help me to find what works best for you and to you. And so that's why we're doing this Jolly Good News Report in different places. I started at the desk, and I did that for a while. And I started with the bookshelf and bookcase, the other bookshelf. And I said, I'm going to go in my office today and just really talk to you from where I usually am when I do some of my other programs. I want to talk to you right here about this week and how you can make it a great week. Are you ready for a great week? Well, good. Now, you might have had a long week. You might have had a challenging week, but that is why we do this Jolly Good News Report Saturday mornings, because we know Sundays people have church. During the week they got all sorts of activity, but Saturday morning they can get an early morning good news, uplift, enlightening, empowering message to make them feel better today as you go into Sunday and as you get ready for a great week. This is going to be a great week because we choose it to be a great week. There are challenges all around. There are difficulties, there are problems, there are circumstances, but those who have an outlook, inlook that's positive and make up their mind, you know what? There's good in front of me. There's good to come. So I want to say to everybody, I'm so glad you're joining us, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Now, you remember, share this with Lottie Dottie and everybody because we want to get this word out, this message out to millions and millions of people and inspire them, empower them, and encourage them because they need it. There was a study done recently that said that 42% of people in America, 42% according to the American Psychological Association, are depressed because of all that's going on. 67% are afraid that either they or someone in their family will get COVID. And it is impacting people in a massive way. So what we want to do is give you some uplift, because many people are living lives of quiet desperation. They're depressed. They're depressed about what's going on, and yet they're trying to hold it together. Well, let me give you something to help keep it together and how to grow it so that you will succeed and live life to the fullest. Are you with me on that? So today I want to talk to you about some principles, how to live a full life, a great life, all your life. Not just once in a while, but all your life to live a full, great life. And I am grateful. If you're on my newsletter, you know, every weekday morning, we send out a newsletter message, a 1-minute video. And one of the messages I sent out this week was from my book, A Setback is a Setup for a Comeback. And that's the book right there. And in that book, I talked about the fact that you have to understand setbacks will knock you down sometime, but those who bounce back up and keep bouncing back up are those who win most. When I was a little boy, my mom bought my brother and I one of those punching bags with the smiley face and the weighted base. And my brother and our goal was to knock it down and keep it down. We were pretty destructive. That's why she bought it, so we wouldn't tear up the house. So we'd go at it with everything we had, hitting it with everything. We even took baseball bats to hit that thing, but it always bounced back up with that smiley face on it. And we would say, okay, here's what we do. We'd leave it alone for a while, but then we'd sneak up on it. And when we got close to it, we'd hit it with everything we had, but it always bounced back up with that funny face. That's how you have to be about life. Life is going to hit you. Yeah, it is. That's life. But bounce back up with a smiley face. Hit you again. Bounce back up with a positive attitude. And keep bouncing back up. And keep bouncing back up. Keep bouncing back. And eventually life will leave you alone and go find a wimp it can keep down. But every now and then, after it's left you alone a while, life's going to sneak up on your blind side and hit you with everything it has. Bam! But that's when I want you to get all those forces, all those energies, all that inside of you that's been working on the inside to come out on the outside, some positive, and you stand back up and look life in the eye and say, you may knock me down, but you'll never keep me down because I am a comeback kid. You got to have a comeback spirit, a comeback mindset. Now, how do you develop it? Well, it's your input that determines your output. You got to put garbage in. You got to put garbage out because that's all that you got to work with. But if you got to put something good in, if you got to put something good in you, then you get to get something good out of you. So that's why I'm encouraging people to make a point to put something good in every morning. First thing in the morning, start off your day with something powerful and positive. I call it the pure, the powerful, and the positive. It really does work. It really does impact your thinking. People ask, well, how do you stay positive, Dr. Jolley? How do you give these messages? How do you do that? Well, it's because of the inputs I'm getting daily. I'm putting good inside of me just like I'm encouraging you to put good inside of you. I actually listen to my daily 1-minute messages every day on the radio, on the Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell radio show that's syndicated across America. And then also I'll check in on my video. It goes out every morning. If you're on the newsletter, if you went to winwithwillie.com and sign up for the newsletter, then you'll get those daily 1-minute messages. And I'll listen to them. And you know what? It lifts my spirit. Why? Because faith comes by hearing. Even though I said it, faith comes by hearing, and I need to hear it. I need to hear. I said, oh, that was good. I needed that. And I'm the one who recorded it. But life has happened since I recorded it. Challenges have happened since I recorded it. And so I needed to hear that. I encourage you, start off your day with something pure, powerful, and the positive. The pure, the powerful, and the positive. Because here's what our goal is for you, is that you get to live a full life all your life, a great life, full life, all of your life. How many of you want to do that? If you want to do that, then let me tell you a couple of things that will help you. And I want to share a couple ideas that I think will encourage you and inspire you and help you to live that good life, full life, all of your life, is some mindset development. Some mindset development that you are going to make this decision. I'm going to live my life, all my life, with a positive, purposeful, uplifting attitude. I am excited about what goes from here. Many people like the fact that you got to speak up in life. You got to speak good about your life. Speak good about your family. Speak good about your health. Speak good about your children. Speak good about your finances. Speak good. Start speaking good. You got to speak good. That's why every morning we do our chant in our office. I'm healthy. I am wealthy. I am happy. I am whole. I feel terrific. I am blessed and highly favored. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And I am on my folks to make sure we do that every day because we got to speak good. But I love this little piece from my book, page 96. One of my favorite stories is about a red talking bird that could speak 5 languages. A man heard about this red talking bird and set out on a worldwide search for the bird. After an exhausting search, he stopped in a pet store in a different country to ask for more information. It was there that he found the bird. He told the owner that he had to get back home and he had to go for a short trip before he got back home, but to please send the bird to his house, and in 2 days he would be back home. When he arrived home in 2 days, he asked his wife if the bird had arrived. She said, yes. He said, great. Where is it? She said, in the oven. What? That was a one-of-a-kind bird that could speak 5 languages. That bird could speak 5 languages. And his wife said, well, why didn't he speak up? Most of us are like that bird. We have skills, talents, abilities. We have thoughts and dreams that could change our lives and the lives of others, but we won't speak up and show the world what we got to offer and speak to ourselves what we want. Folks, speak up. Let the world know you are unique. You are special. You are incredible. And let the world know what you want. There's no one like you. And no one was gifted like you. Speak up. Speak up about what you want in life. Speak good in your life. Speak good in your family. Speak good. What do you want for your family? What do you want for your children? You got to speak up to them. And when they're not quite working the way you want them, rather than criticizing them and saying, you are stupid, or you are dumb, or that was terrible, say what I've told my son for over the years. I'm disappointed that someone so brilliant would have made that choice. I corrected him by encouraging him that he's brilliant. I remember when he was a little boy, I used to walk by him every day and say, hey, William, you were born for greatness, and I'd have a good day. And the first time I did, he said, what are you talking about, Dad? He was about 5 or 6. I said, oh, you're just born for greatness. And the next day I see him, I say, William, you were born for greatness. Have a good day. And I did that every day. And one day I said, William, how you doing? He said, I'm born for greatness. Well, not long there after that, I got a call one day from the principal of his school. Said, Mr. Jolley, we have an incident we need to talk to you about involving William. He was on the playground with one of his other friends. They were throwing a ball back and forth, and a little boy, smaller than them, from a class younger than them, came by and took the ball. They said, hey, that's our ball. And the little boy said, I'm not giving it back to you. And William went over and took the ball from the boy, and the boy slapped William. And William was bigger than the boy and balled up his fist and said, nope, you can't make me go there. Nope. Mm-mm. You cannot control my actions because I'm born for greatness. We were all watching from afar. We were so impressed. We just want to let you know. We were so impressed with that William's going to get a special leadership award at our next assembly. I said, wow, thank you. I hung up the phone. Of course, I was relieved because when you get that kind of call, but I was proud that talking into him, pouring into him, came out in his actions. And so today he's an attorney, and he believes he was born for greatness. And so I want to encourage you to speak good, speak up, speak good into your life, speak good into your children, speak good into your finances, speak good into your health. Oh, you got to speak good into your health. You've got to speak good into your health because your words have an impact on your health. Let me tell you, used to do years ago. We used to do this exercise when I was speaking in schools specifically. I tell the students to line up and get a partner, A and B. Okay, now put your arm out. And I'd say, okay, now the person, A is the person who is arms out. B is the person who is facing. Now, A, repeat after me. I am nobody. I'm nobody. I'm weak. I'm weak. I'm a weakling. I am lower than slime. I'm lower than slime. I'm a worm. Now, person B, push their arm down immediately. You can try it yourself. Try it when this is over. Now, but then we say, now do it again. I am strong. I am great. I am blessed. I am exceptional. I was born for greatness. I was born to do incredible things. I am a strong, powerful person who is going to do great things because God gave me life. Now try and push the arm back. Yeah, could do it now, could you? No, because you're spoken into your body. Your body reacts to how you speak. Your neural system, your neurological system impact how you talk. And so that is why you have to speak good into your health. Speak good into your health. We've had so many people who go to the jollygoodnews.org site. Please go to Jolly Good News, who heard the interview I did with the two people who had stage 4 cancer, who both beat it. One is now cancer-free for 14 years, the other one for 12 years. And They talked about how the words and the people they had around them who encouraged them and how they all spoke good, how they spoke health. They didn't speak about, oh, you look so bad or you gonna die. No, you're gonna live. You're gonna live long. You got a lot of life left to live. And your body's gonna respond to how you speak. So speak good into yourself. Speak good into your children. Speak good into your finances. But most importantly, speak good into your health. Oh, your health. Because let me tell you something, we all know, you know it, I know it, everybody knows it. I don't care how much money you make. Millions with bad health is not a good thing because you can't enjoy all the money that you've struggled. You know, I think it's the Dalai Lama who said, it's interesting how people will sacrifice their health to make a lot of money, only have to spend all the money to try and reclaim their health. Why don't you do a little bit of both? If you had a balance in this, work hard, yes. Work smart, yes. Trust God. You know, I always say that, work hard, work smart, trust God. But also, as you're working hard, take care of your health. Make time every day for your health. Take time for your family. Because at the end of the day, life is like juggling balls. You got a lot of balls you're juggling. And all those balls, well, almost all those balls are plastic except a couple. Your family and your health. All the other ones, you lose money, you can get it back. It'll bounce back. All of them are plastic, rubber, they'll bounce back. But you lose your health, it's hard to bounce back from that. And if you lose your family, harder. Those two are glass. They're fragile. So keep your eye on your family and your health. Take time to work on your family life. Time with your family, your children, and your health. Because it'll have a long-lasting impact on their life and the quality of your life. And that's why you must speak it to it. Speak good. So I make a point to speak good into it. I speak good into my health every day. I speak good into my life every day. I speak good into my wife, my relationship. I love you. You know I love you. I tell her every day, I love you. Oh, I love the ground you walk on. And I say it. Now, when you say it, let me tell you something about saying that. It doesn't just impact your significant other, but it impacts you too. Because as you say it, you are hearing it. And as you are impacting them, you're conditioning yourself that I still am in love. Because life will give you all sorts of temptations and trials and wants and whoo, looky here. No. Don't get swayed away. I have so many people who check us out. Yeah, I know we do once the marriage book came out, we started doing Happily Married Monday with the Jollies on Monday nights on our Facebook, Willie Jolley Facebook. And it's really exploded. People are hearing about it all over the globe. We got people tying in from the Bahamas and Greece and Paris, all over the world, tie into our Happily Married Monday with the Jollies. And some of the points that people bring up in our conversations are about little things that didn't get addressed while they were still little. And they got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. In fact, we had one couple who I haven't talked to them. I've left them a message because we kind of had a conversation with them when they were getting married about how to talk good to each other, but they didn't want to listen. They wanted to do it different. We told them to come to some of the marriage seminars we put on. They didn't want to do it. They wanted to do it their way. Now I talked to the young lady's mother, and she said, you know, they're getting a divorce because of the way they talked to each other. I'm encouraging you, speak good to the significant other. I talk good to Dee every day. I speak good to Dee every day. I treat her with the utmost respect. And you know what? She treats me the same. You treat her like a queen, she'll treat you like a king. You put her on a pedestal, and she will make your house a palace. And your life pleasant. The Bible talks about it. It talks about you find a wife, you find a good thing, and you get favor with it. Find a good wife, you find a good thing, and you get favor, God's favor on top of it. And I can attest to that. I've been blessed now 35 years. We haven't had an argument in 33 years because we learned the principles that we wrote about in the book and we employed them, and it changed everything. Where we had been arguing, there had been a lot of strife, had been a lot of anger, but we got past that because we learned these principles. I've said it before, principles are life-changing. Principles are bedrock. Principles are those items that work over and over again. Because that's why the books I've been writing are principle-based books, not just something I decided to come up with. I went and did the research on principles. See, methods are many. Principles are few. Methods may change, but principles never do. You throw a rock up 100 times, 100 times it'll come down, because a principle called gravity. And so these principles, and one of the principles is that you got to talk to each other. You got to have communication and conversations with each other. And you got to be able to let them hear your side and you hear their side. That you actually do listen. Before you kind of cut them up and cut them off and say, oh, I know where you're going. No, listen. It makes a world of difference. So I want to just give you a couple principles today, and we'll do the rest of these coming up next week. But principles for how to live a full life, all your life, how to live a full life. A principle called purpose, that you need to find your purpose, that God gave you a purpose when you were born. Even before you were born, you had a purpose. And that purpose is something that is powerful. In Jeremiah, in the book of Jeremiah, in the first chapter, the fifth verse, then said I, God, oh, Lord God, he said, then said I, he said in the fifth chapter, he said, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before I even formed you, I knew you. I like the Message version. Before I shaped you in the womb, I knew all about you. Before you saw the light of day, I had holy plans for you. And so that is why I want you to know that you can have these possibilities, because before you even born, God knew you. But before you even came and saw the light of day, he knew you. He had thoughts for you. He had plans for you. And he had good for you. He wanted good for you. I want good for you. And so if he wants that for you, why don't you want it for yourself? How many want it? Then let's trust God through that. So purpose, before you were formed in the womb, God consecrated you. Then a passion for life. You need purpose and passion. Passion is what drives us to continue to do what we're doing. I know with me, it's my passion. I found that passion makes the difference. So you need to have passion about something in your life. I have passion about what I do. I have passion about life. I have passion about my wife. I have passion about my children. I have passion. You know, passion is not just, oh, well, we'll see. No, I'm excited about it. I'm passionate about it. And I believe that you must find what your purpose is by finding what your passion is. See, when you find your passion, you'll start to get connected to your purpose. When you find that thing that you love, that you really just adore, that you are moved by, that you encourage. Like, I am passionate about people not being mediocre. I see people on the street. And when my kids were little, in fact, I think about it, they often we would stop to get, gas or something. Somebody would come over and say, hey, you got a few pennies for me to pump your gas? And they knew, oh, here we go. Dad's going to give them a seminar. I'd go out and I'd say, why are you settling for pennies when you can have dollars? Why are you doing that? There's so much inside of you. And one of them, I actually wrote about one of those people, Bobby. In my book, It Only Takes a Minute to Change Your Life. Bobby would do it, and I'd go to the same gas station. It was down in New Jersey and Rhode Island Avenue in Washington, D.C., because they had the best, cheapest gas, all right. And so Bobby would come over, and I'd always see him, and I said, and we had to ask him what his name was, and each time I'd say, there's something more inside of you. I know, but come on. And I'd be encouraging him. Well, one day, Bobby was gone. I said, hey, where's Bobby? They said, oh, you didn't hear. Bobby heard what you were talking about, listened to you. He saved all those little pennies and monies, and he bought a little food cart, a little push food cart, hot dog. And Bobby started a hot dog business. He's doing very well now. He had his truck now because he finally realized he loved cooking and passion for food and for people. He just needed some encouragement. So his passion showed him his purpose. My passion showed me that I was not going to let him settle for mediocrity, because I hate mediocrity. See, passion is usually tied up in something you love or you hate. I hate mediocrity. I love excellence. I hate people who settle, and I love those people who take a shot, take a risk, take a chance on their dreams and their goals. I hate people to waste their giftings, to waste it, but I love people to use their gifts to live their dreams. So you got a purpose. Everybody has one. And it's inside of you. But how do you find it? You connect to your passion. You take your purpose, your passion, and you start to connect your future. And then you start to get a plan. You start to get a plan for where you're going to go, what you're going to do, what you're going to achieve. So in the book of Luke, in the book of Luke, 14th chapter, 28th verse. 14, Luke 14, 28. Here we go. And it says, for which of you intending to build a tower does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it, lest after he has laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all who see it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. Or what king going to make war against another king does not sit down first and consider whether he is able with 10,000 to meet him who comes against him with 20,000? Or else, while the other is still a great way off, he sends a delegation and asks conditions of peace. So likewise, whoever of you does not forsake all that he has cannot be a disciple. You cannot be a disciple. So you got to plan. Sit down and set out a plan. It doesn't have to be in concrete, but you got to have goals, not a goal, but goals, and different types of goals. You got to have financial goals, health goals, all sorts of goals. Now, I have done over the years a goal setting seminar. And if you are not aware of that seminar, you need to be updated on it. If you go to williejolley.com/win, you can get information on the goal setting seminar. But it's just to help you get a plan. And in these challenging times, you got to plan and then have a backup in case a pandemic hits. What do? Well, here's what you do. You think creatively. You bless God, you think creatively, and you say, somehow we're going to win. And you have to create and be able to be positive and to pivot. Well, look, my time is up. We'll be back next week with more, part 2 of this, how to live a full life all your life. Join me, 10 a.m. Saturday morning. Go to jollygoodnews.org. If this is a blessing, be a partner with us. Make a donation, whatever you like, so we can continue to find ways to get more productivity, more production quality. We're going to keep growing, keep going till we get it, and it's going to be great. Thank you for your time. I thank you for sharing this with everybody. And remember, your best is still yet to come. God bless you.